everyone! In the Babylon 5 universe, we've encountered a range of different species, but the one that has one of the most compelling stories is the Narn. I've created a video reviewing the Narn regime fleet and also created a short where I analyze how they grew in power, but I never created a narrative where I took a deep look into how the Narn grew from being an enslaved species to being a major power in the Babylon 5 universe. In this video, we'll understand how the Narn regime grew in power, including their history, the interaction with other major powers, and their role in the large galactic order. Now let's review the history from occupation to revolution. The history of the Narn people is marked by oppression and struggle. For over a century, the Narn homeworld was under the brutal occupation of the Centauri Republic. The Centauri sought to exploit the planet's natural resource and its people, subjugating the Narn through forced labor and systematic oppression. During this period, the Narn developed a fierce spirit of resistance, which became central to their culture. The seeds of the Narn regime rise were sown in the soil of rebellion. The Narn's ultimate goal was to overthrow the Centauri oppressors through guerrilla warfare and sheer determination. With their belief in their holy text and Jaquan, the Narn fought back with a vengeance. As Jaquan fought the shadows with their own weapons, the Narn rebellion fought the Centauri with the same tactics. The Narn never had a full victory, which pushed back the Centauri off their homeworld. Over time, it got too expensive to manage the Narn homeworld and a bunch of other worlds that were already strip mined. To avoid complete collapse, the Centauri chose to leave. Due to their hurry to withdraw, the Narn were able to get their hands on a lot of Centauri technology. Now let's review how the Narn regime rose to become a major power. Following their liberation, the Narn quickly organized themselves in a militaristic regime. Luckily enough, the Narn people were already united underneath the leadership of the Kari, which made it easier for them to form a government. This new regime's early focus was to rebuild their society and ensure that never again they'll be subjugated. This emphasis on military strength and self-sufficiency became the cornerstone of Narn regime policy. Under the leadership of the Kari, the ruling council, the Narn began to expand their influence through diplomacy and force. With the absence of the Centauri left a power vacuum, the Narn leveraged their position as a newly independent power to establish alliances and expand their territory. They acquired resources and technology to grow their military, often employing aggressive tactics to secure their strategic advantages. This expansionism was not purely driven by ambition, it was also a response to their history. The Narn leadership believed that strength and expansion were essential for the survival in a galaxy filled with potential threats. Through their expansionism, they came across other Centauri stockpiles that were left behind. Other races that lived near the Narn found themselves underneath the protection and control of the Narn regime. Some of these races fought back, such as the Game, while other races were no match against the Narn military. To maintain their military strength, all Narn civilians had to serve the military for a length of time. This law helped the government grow its realm of influence at a great speed than other races that were enslaved by the Centauri. Eventually, the Narn regime would come into contact with other League members and the Earth Alliance. Both interactions did not end well. Instead of leading with negotiations, the Narn regime would try to conquer, but once they realized they were losing, they would withdraw and maintain a stalemate, or in the Earth Alliance case, start negotiations and create a trade agreement. If they came across a powerful government such as the Dilgar, the Narn regime would create a non-aggression pact to avoid fighting a battle that they could not win. This strategy was quite favorable, since they were able to avoid wasting resources on a war. It was also suspected that the Narn benefited from this conflict by selling weapons to the Dilgar, but this rumor faded away once the League learned about the experiments that the Dilgar committed on the Narn people. During the Earth-Minbari War, the Narn would grow in wealth by selling weapons to Earth, which seemed to be a source of revenue for the Narn government. Over time, they would earn the reputation for being a faction that's willing to sell weapons to anyone. In conclusion, the Narn regime emergence as a major power in Babylon 5 is a story of resilience forged in the fires of oppression and war. Their rise was driven by a desire of self-determination, a commitment to military strength, and strategic alliances. Yet their journey also revealed the limitation of aggression and a need for more of a balanced approach to power. Through characters like Jakar and the pivotal events like the Shadow War, the Narn regime's evolution reflects the broader themes of growth, conflict, and the redemption that makes Babylon 5 a timeless universe. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. And also please click on the notification button to keep yourself updated with my channel. For more sci-fi content, then please check out these other two videos, my socials, and my newsletter getting ready sci-fi information on a weekly basis. Thank you for watching Utopian broadcast, and I'll see you next time on my channel. Thank you.